Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching this video. It's El Zenito. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to quickly show you how I was able to achieve this video that is currently on my page. How you can clone yourself, and not just clone yourself like the way you do it on CapCut and stuff, but clone yourself and make it look actually like, very, very real. So yeah, let's quickly jump right into it. The first thing you want to do is you want to first shoot your shots, right? Did I say shoot your shot? No, shoot your scene. Yeah, you want to first shoot your scene. All right, so now to shoot your scene, you need three different what's it called, captures, right? You need three different captures. You will need the first one, which is just the scene, right? The environment itself. So I have just the chair behind the green screen, and it's just like that, and that's what we're going to use for our background, right? So that just in case anything needs to go, anything needs to like be removed or anything like that. Then the second one is the scene of you acting as the first character. The first character is going to not first character, the second character. So if I play this up, you would see that the first person said David, and I answered yes. And then I came in, as you can hear. Yeah, then I checked the camera, then I went to the back of the person. As you can see, this is just the second shot. Now, the first shot is this particular one where I entered into the scene, I sat down on a chair, and I called my name, David, come over, let's take a picture. You understand? That's the first thing. So you have three different videos you need to shoot, right? And another thing you need to consider is make sure that your camera does not shake for any reason. So you need a tripod stand. I currently have a tripod stand I'm using. So you need a tripod stand, or you could probably place your phone on a very stable position. Just ensure that when you're shooting your environment and your first and second character, the camera does not move at any point in time. And also, it's very, very important for you to it's very, very important to have a steady lighting. So for example, you will notice that the lighting is the same for all the shots, right? The lighting is the same, the movement is the same. There wasn't one particular shot that have like more wind movement or anything like that. They were all the same. So if you're able to get a tripod, place your phone and make it stable all through the shots, right? And make sure that you have proper lighting and make sure the lighting is the same for everything, then you're good to go. So the next thing you want to then do is jump into. Now, people would assume that I probably used After Effects. No, I used Filmora. You can also use CapCut, but I prefer Filmora because Filmora is more advanced but less advanced than AE, right? So the first thing you want to do is just open a new project on Filmora. Filmora is downloadable. It's not free, but you have to download it. But again, if you can't use Filmora, just download CapCut and you're good to go. So when you bring in, just like the way Filmora works is the same way CapCut works, right? What you want to do is just drag in your videos into Filmora, just like so. After dragging it in, the first thing you want to bring in is the background itself. So just bring it as the layer one. Yeah, you're going to make sure it is, yeah. So bring the first layer. Now the second layer is this guy, right? So I'm going to just do like a 5 seconds version of it, right? So the second layer is this guy, and the third layer is this guy. You would see that the video is not like equally timed, right? So I mean, it can't be perfect. What you want to do is make sure that before you even shoot the video, you already have a script. So for the script of this video, right, I said, okay, I was going to sit down and say, David, please come over, let's take our end of the month shoot. And then I'll sit down and relax and just stay still, right? Then that's the first shot. The second shot is yes, okay, I'm coming. Then I come into the scene. Okay, let's fix the camera. Then I go stay behind. Just, it's just imagination, you understand? So you have to, that part of this recording, it's a personal thing. You need to know how to put yourself in multiple positions. So you need to have that imaginative process whereby you're able to put yourself in the first character and also in the second character, such that when you're shooting the first character and you say David, you wait a bit. Imagine in your head that David is answering. David again, you wait a bit. Come, let's take this picture. Then David is going to come to the front of the camera, and again, everything is basically just script writing. Just make sure you have a script and make it as short as possible, and make it such that you don't have to do two things. You don't have to do things together. That is, you don't have to probably shake your hand or touch each other or something like that. That way it will be very, very easy to pass as an actual video than just some edits or anything like that. But yeah, you get my point. So the first thing you want to then do, what I did was this. Since both of them have green screen, I'll just go to, let me bring this here. I'll just choose the first one, which is this one coming in. I'll choose it. Then I would select AI2. Then I would select chroma key. The moment I select chroma key, if I turn off these two, you can see that the chroma key has removed the green screen, right? You can see it has removed the green screen like this. And now, if the chroma key removes some part of the body, you can then adjust like this till you get a perfect, shot. Just make sure you do some editing. So that's the first one, right? So let's turn on the second one. Now I'm going to just do short seconds of this. I'm coming. Let me see if I can just cut this down. I'm just going to show you how I did it, so I will not go too far into it, right? I'll not go too far into it. So let's just pick out some parts that we want. So it calls David, come over, let's take it. Then now it sits down. This is where this person comes in, and it checks like this. You understand? It checks like this, and it goes back to his back like this. So I'm going to stop here. So now it calls him, and it stays in front. Now another thing is this. I made a mistake when shooting this video. The mistake I made was I was not supposed to include a chair on David's, the second person's video. I was not supposed to put this chair. Now you can see that it is giving me an issue, right? It's giving me a serious issue. So what I did was, make sure you move the green background just like I showed you using the chroma key. Now select the second image, which is this one. Also turn on the chroma key, and it's going to remove the green background. Make sure you adjust it till you're satisfied with what we have. Just make sure that you're satisfied with it. Alright. But don't make it too... Again, if you use After Effects, this will be easier for you because After Effects has more advanced settings. But yeah, increase the tolerance or reduce it. Just make sure you don't have those gray noise around. But it can't be perfect. It's not an advanced software. So but yeah, we currently have, let me turn it off. We currently have two characters inside like this, as you can see. So this is the first one. It comes up like this. Then it goes to the back. So I'm going to stop here because the next one is a bit more advanced, but I don't take too much of your time. So I'm going to turn on the scene. Now the reason why I said the scene is very important is because when you've removed the background of the two characters, you need to have something behind them. And because I shot it in a very poor lighting, I want to make sure that I still retain their background, which is the green background. So this is the background. Then I just copy, I duplicate it, I paste it like this. So now let's play the entire video. This is the entire video. Just watch. Now you can see that chair is still there. I'm going to show you how to remove it. Now it shows up, then it goes back. It wants to go to his back, and that's it. Now how do I then remove this chair? So I'm going to show you how to remove the chair. The best way to remove the chair is by you select this. Now if you're using Filmora, you would understand this. If you're using CapCut, I don't know how you would remove it, but I think you should be able to also use this process on CapCut. And the process is by using the smart cutout. That's the process. So turn on when you are on this AI2 chroma. I think CapCut also has smart cutout. So come on to this AI2, select smart cutout. Now turn it on. Now when you turn it on, it's going to bring you to this place, right? And what you want to do is this: you want to select the parts that you only need out of this video. Now this is the original video, like you can see, the original video that we recorded, but we need only David. We don't want anything else. We don't want the video. We don't want the background. We don't want the chair. So how do you do that? This is selected. Smart brush is selected. So what you want to do is just paint across like this. You can increase the size of the brush here, but just paint across like this. And it's going to take a bit of time, but you're going to paint across and paint till it selects every part that needs to be selected. Just watch as I show you. So I'm going to reduce the brush a little bit, but yeah, let's just paint every part of it. So I want to paint his hand as well. Now when you see that okay, you can't properly see it anymore, you can then use your your mouse button to scroll, and then hold the mouse button down to pan, right? Then you can scroll more and more. Then just select some parts that was not selected, like all these parts, they were not selected, right? So just select and select. It's not going to be perfect like I said, but I mean, you can just try your best to make it good enough. Again, what we are interested in is just the body of David, right? So any other thing, we don't need it. And again, this is just going to be it's just rush work, right? So let's say you're satisfied with what you have selected, right? You're satisfied with it, right? I've selected all these parts, you're satisfied with every part of it. The next thing you then do is this: you click on advanced mode, and you're going to press track forward. Just play it. Then you give it time for it to track what you've selected. Every part of the body you have selected is going to track it forward. So as it's tracking, it's going to, you get the idea, it's going to remove the elements you have selected out of that background, but you didn't track it backward. So you then want to then click on track reverse. So every other part that was not tracked, it will check. Again, this is not really necessary because David is not in the other part of the video, right? But it's just important for you to do that. But yeah, I know this video is a bit technical, but yeah, it's just some persons reached out to me to know how I was able to pull it off, and I'm just showing you how I was able to do it, like the simplest way for you to do something like that. Now we are finished tracking it, then we can now press save. Now that we are pressed save, we can only see if I turn this off, now David is the only thing left in the image, in the video, right? This chair is no more there. And if I turn on the chair, the background we have, and the other character, now you can see, right? Very simple. So if I play it now, right, we'll see the first character is talking and David comes in. Watch. All right, David comes in. Now there's no chair, and it goes back, and that's basically it. Very, very simple. It's not that simple, but I mean, if you follow this tutorial and you try and error and all those things, you'll be able to figure out your own style depending on the kind of video you've shot and depending on the lighting you have. Again, I have a very, very poor lighting, as you can see, right? So I try my best to just shoot it when it's very early in the morning, and when I have enough sunlight that can reflect into my office and all. But yeah, another thing I then do is this: when I'm done with the video and I'm satisfied with what I have, I just bring in some effects so that it gives my video some form of vibe to it. It gives it some form of good look and all. For example, I can bring in Dead Army and make it very, very nice like this, and I think this is the one I used. And now you can see the difference. If I turn it off, you can see the difference. Now it looks more realistic. If I bring in David, you can see it looks more realistic, right? So yeah, that's basically a very, very simple and short. There are more things that are attached to this whole process, but I just want to show you quickly how to just do something like this of your own, of your own style, right? So yeah, if this is something you would like to try, give it a go ahead. Share with me. Like, comment, and share this video with your friends, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you next time. Cheers.